Don't make these mistakes with your jumping dog. So I'm going to share with you 3 mistakes that I see frequently with pup parents and how they address the issue of a dog that likes to jump on people. So first, who am I? My name is Linda Kwan, and I am the owner and trainer at Wow Bow Wow. I specialize in working with pup parents, whether they are with a puppy that just brought home, like 2 to 4 months old, or adolescent dog, a teen dog. They go through that period like us humans. So about 5, 6 months old, up to about maybe 2, sometimes almost 2.5 years, you will have to deal with that rambunctious teenager. And then I also work with pup parents that have rescued a dog. And, they could be a puppy, right? But sometimes it's a mature dog. And so they may have some basic trainings they want to get done with their dogs, or they have a behavior they would like to change. So I help these pup parents, raise and train a well-mannered and well-adjusted dog. So back to the mistakes. And I'm sharing these because I don't want you to do these same mistakes. Especially, like, for example, when you bring home a new baby puppy, right? Little, like 2 months, like maybe 8 weeks to 10 weeks old. Or you adopted a more mature dog, And so in both cases, either because you unknowingly have been reinforcing the, oh, look at that cute dog, and like saying, oh, hello, 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 what a good boy. And as they're jumping, you're greeting them. So right from the beginning, let's not start reinforcing that. So in some of these cases, some of you may think, oh, you know what, they'll outgrow that. Or, once they know they're comfortable and with me coming home, that they know that I'm going to be coming home, they're going to calm down and not be so jumpy on me. Well, you know what? Again, that's not the case. All right. So, like I mentioned, mistake number one, thinking that is just gonna pass. They're gonna stop doing it once they get comfortable in the home. Um, it's not going to happen. I promise you. So what you want to do is right from the beginning, work with them, train them to greet you, guests, other people on your walks more politely. Know how to do that. Okay. So, mistake number 2. So, some people say, okay, I will train my dog. I will train my dog. But in order to train their dog, they haven't made any arrangements to prevent their dog from continuing this undesired behaviors. And so, in order to work with your dog and train them to do another behavior in place of jumping, right? Uh, you need to help them learn that coming up to you and jumping on you is they can't do it. You have to create the environment, or try to have better control of environment in your like walks or when people come over, to prevent your dog from actually running up to people and jumping on them. So that could be either with gates, making sure your dog's on a leash when people come over, right? There's different ways that you can do this. And the third mistake that I see is how the humans perceive how they perceive the training is going to go. So they come to me, it's like, oh, I need to stop my dog from jumping on me when I come home. I mean, they're clawing at me, they're like nipping at my clothes. It's just painful. So think in this term. Instead of thinking stopping a behavior, you have to think in terms of changing that behavior. So you have to like um, come to an agreement with your family members, right? If you're living with other people, what would you rather your dog do? It's like, for example, when you come home, making sure they greet you on all four. I mean, they could be tap dancing. My dogs are tap dancing because they're happy to see me. Of course they are. That's what we got a dog, right? But when other people come to the house, uh, do you want them to be able to go up to the door? Would you rather them go to a place and settle? What would you like your dog to do? And in scenarios where you're outside walking your dog and they want to go say hello to the person that's coming down towards you. So what would you want them to do? Do you want them to come return to side and walk alongside you in a heel position? Do you want to pull aside altogether and ask them to sit and watch you as that other human passes? So think about what is the behavior that you want them to change to. Okay, so those are the three mistakes I wanted to share with you so you don't fall into the trap either. So if you wanted more like like um, like actual like hands-on real-time training with me, I'm doing a free workshop. And so let me just share this real quick. So it's my free stop dog jumping workshop. Again, I put that word stop because that's how people perceive or ask me that's how they ask me uh, about this type of behavior and what they want to do. Okay. But in reality, I'm going to be teaching you all how to change their behavior. And like I mentioned, that you have to also think about and control the environment where they're not actually practicing the behavior. So between not practicing the behavior and learning a new behavior is what is the ticket here. Okay, so in this workshop, I'm doing it, it's an hour workshop. I'm doing it on actually tonight is the first one, and Thursday is the second one. I'll share the link to where you can sign up. And it is online because actually I reach a lot of people throughout the United States, not just in Southern California. But if you cannot make it, that's okay. I will record it and you can watch the recording. Now, you do have to sign up for one or two sessions in order to get the recording. And you get the recording, soon after the session in an email with a link to the actual recording. So give me a little bit of time because sometimes downloading it and uploading it to get it into a format that I can share may take a couple of hours, and I may not be able to get it to you till the next day. But basically, if you come to this workshop, you are able to actually work with me in real time to do a couple of I'm going to be teaching a couple of skills and give you a couple of tips on what to do if your dog is, for example, likes to jump on you when you come home, or your dog is like a raving maniac when someone comes in the house and like jumps at them or barks at them, right? And then third, like I mentioned before, the scenario of walking your dog and your dog sees another person or another dog, it could be another dog, and they want to go say hello, but you don't want them to jump on that human. You don't want them to jump on that other dog because that other dog may not take it so well. So, let's prevent those paw prints on us, on your guests, on those people that you're walking outside with. So let me get back to here. Let me show my face again. So again, I hope you found my tips helpful and come to my workshop so you can implement, the tips that I share with you. And like I said, it's an interactive workshop where you can be practicing some of the tips I give you. I'll give you a chance to do that. And you can ask me questions. If it's not working, we can make adjustments. So those are the three these are the three types of jumping that I get a lot of questions on. But if you have another type of scenario, come join the workshop and tell me about it. I'd like to know what other types of scenarios you have where your dog tends to jump on people. All right. Thank you for joining me for our Training Tip Tuesday. I hope it was helpful and I hope you implement it. Now, like I mentioned, I will share the link to the workshop in the comments below. All right. Have a great evening.